Hi everybody, just to say hello, and I haven't gone away, and I'm a lot better from my injury, although I've got a long way to go, especially with losing the weight I put on during 4 months of immobility. Just to give you an idea what to expect from this channel over the winter. Now I've got a lot of other things to do, and also in some ways I've run out of things to say on the channel, and I don't want to keep repeating myself endlessly. But there are 2 particular things I'll be doing. One is there was a tree in the back garden, a large apple tree, which was hit very badly with a horrible disease called blossom wilt during this exceptionally horribly wet spring we had in the wettest, coldest summer we've had for a century. I'll be pruning that tree very radically. It's a large tree, it's now a diseased tree. We don't spray the trees in the back garden. This tree was very badly hit. Whether we could have stopped it last spring, I don't know. But I'm planning to do that, so that'll be a big job. And I'm also planning to get a head cam. I've been watching a few fishing videos. A chap's got a head cam. If anyone knows of a decent one, so I've seen a cheap head cam for about £40, and I've seen expensive ones for about £300. And you know, the £40 one seems too cheap to be any good, but I don't want to spend a lot of money. So if anyone's got any idea or about how you can, you know, there's some sort of frame you can put around your head to mount a regular digital camera, then I'd be interested. So I'm planning to get head cam, and that enables me to prune hands free, so then I'll be able to home right in and do some really serious pruning tutorials to go beyond the basics, and seriously, rather than just talk and yak about the principles, to actually show you the whole process of entirely pruning a tree. So I'm looking forward to doing that. What else am I going to do? Yeah, you know, how many times I'm going to plant a few more trees this winter, but you know, I've put up some videos on planting trees, and you know, how often do you want me to repeat them? Anyway, so just to let you know, my legs are a lot better, although I'm in quite a lot of pain from my back, and I need to do a lot of exercise. I'm planning to, well, I'm actually retiring from my main job. I should be 57 in a few weeks, and I can take voluntary early retirement, obviously with an actuarially reduced pension, but you know, where I have earned good money, but been careful with money and haven't got any debt, then you know, I can afford a significant drop in income. After 6 months of sabbatical leave, in which I'll primarily be concentrating on physical fitness, I'll possibly return to a lighter job and continue teaching. Anyway, I want to read you a poem. This is a poem I wrote about 3 years ago. It's called The Orchard Worker's Hands. These hands love the tools, the smooth design and feel. The edges are no game for a fool, honed to perfection with a pocket steel. My saw goes through a branch with one pull. It could easily slice a finger through. Say a short prayer, use your saw with care. It cuts the apple tree, it can cut you too. The sinew and nerve absorb the strain of chopping wood and humping fruit. The act's haft transmits the shock right up your arm from the hard old root. A thin scar lies over the back of my left hand, a smaller one intersecting, making the letter Y. The longer cut was from a scythe, the shorter one, I can't remember why. My left ring finger bears a scar from secateurs I had just razor lapped. For 3 months after that I couldn't play guitar. I nearly lost a finger from that mishap. The deepest wound still twitches on my palm, nearer the wrist than to my smaller fingers. A freshly sharpened penknife did the harm. It hurt and needed stitches. The memory lingers. My right hand is relatively all right. It held the wounding knife that hacked. But there's a plaster on it as I write. A long thorn went in deep a few days back. Most workers' wounds just scrape the skin. They hurt, but mostly heal without a scar. Brambles and thorns, nettles and other things. Raw apple juice stains skin, and so does tar. The danger's greatest when you work at speed, which orchard-wise will often be the case. So stop and take a proper luncheon break. Remember, it's a marathon, no sprinting race. Duller than steel, but growing slightly worse. arthritis slowly claims my thumb and wrist. My right side's worn and torn, but still in use. I can still, if only just, make it a fist. I clench and shake that fist at Father Time, and then I raise those hands to God in prayer. The orchards have cost me time and cash and wounds, but when it's time, let my poor bones rest there. Good day, be in touch.